stretch your legs in the studio. Dance while you're producing music. I'm serious about it. Hello, people of the internet. It's me, Paul, back again in my studio, Warsaw, Poland. Welcome to my humble YouTube channel. Things changed a bit. For those of you who already know me and my place, this is my new aircon. This is still my non-alcoholic, I repeat, non-alcoholic beer. It's extremely hot here in Warsaw. But despite that, I'm still discovering new things, looking for some new formulas for my channel, for things that could be interesting for you. And you know what? I think I'd like to start a series of producing a full song from the very start to the very beginning. I'm gonna make it a full tutorial of production. You're gonna see me really producing step by step. It's also good, not only I hope for you, but it's gonna be good for me because I have never time to write my own music, guys. I've got time for everything, but not for my own music. So we gonna make two roasts on one fire, as we say in Polish, and we gonna start untypically with drums. I have an idea for a track, and I know how it's gonna be just in general, the style of it, and I'd like to start with drums, also because there is Backbone 1.5 out, and I've heard it's doing crazy and great stuff. Yes, I've heard it's doing nice things, everybody's talking good about it, and I know it's capable of drum re-synthesis, and that's something I'm interested in. I want to test it out and produce the draft of the drums using it together with you. Let's go. So let's start with this, I called it tutorial part. I'm gonna show you really quickly how I produce drums, guys, okay? First, I start with my go-to drum machine, which is battery, and I load it with some basic samples, kicks, snares, and hi-hats, and I also use sample libraries that I already know very well, so I can make my first choices quickly. I mean, I can then extend my samples, but my first choices for the style and for the general tone, they have to be quick because it's a creative process. So I load up my battery 4 with some vengeance. Yes, it's not maybe too original, but I think still vengeance drum samples are great and I know them quite well. Yeah, I also tend to choose one, then more kick, one, then more snare, one, then more hi-hat, to layer them or to simply choose while tweaking and playing around. So now I'm gonna actually press record. After a while of editing, I got this. Now I'm gonna create a second instance of my battery 4 and I'm gonna do some additional percussive sounds. Again, a bit of editing. And I've got this. Yeah, I'm starting having fun. And then you know what, guys, I'm gonna add maybe kind of a loop that's gonna fill it in because it's kind of empty, like I'd like to hear something percussive or SFX in the background that's rhythmic or so. I'm gonna try to find some vengeance loops as well. Give me a second. Okay, I've spent really like a minute on it, so that's gonna be very, very simple, and now we're gonna hear it. Yeah, do you dance sometimes in the studio? I do it all the time. It's really one of the best ways you can take a rest, stretch your legs in the studio, dance while you're producing music. I'm serious about it. You're gonna get a fresh look, you're gonna get this kind of nice emotional engagement in what you do. You're gonna provide yourself with additional fun. Like, I'm serious, guys. Anyway, guys, now's the time to engage backbone. Alright, so what I did is that I simply copied every sample. I dissected my main battery drums into 2 layers of kicks, 3 snares, and the hi-hat. It's all inside backbone already, and I also created a group. So now I can tweak this one by one. This is my original kick. There it is. And there's this thing called drum GAN. Maybe we should read something about it. Artificial Drum Intelligence by Sony Computer Science Laboratories. Powered by artificial intelligence, it creates new kick drum, snare drum, cymbal samples in very fast, intuitive way. Analyzes samples, can replicate them, and create countless variations. It's the perfect addition to Backbone for crafting new drum sounds entirely from scratch. So yeah, I can totally redesign the drums that I have here. Potentially. AI creates your design. Okay, that's it. Let's say that's it. And I'm gonna analyze this sample, and he already did something. Okay, new is like creating a completely new kick. I don't actually want this, so I'll get back to my original kick. Yes. Analyze. Yes. Yeah, and now so this is like the fatness of the kick, how much of the kick there is in the kick, but I can also add snare sound into it. That's quite crazy, guys. And variation means slightly different each time. This one is cool. I'm gonna leave it like this. And I'm gonna go to the second kick. Analyze. Variation. Whew, this is crazy, like really countless variants, but how are they based on my kick? Like, it sounds so different. Is it really based on what I fed into it? Anyway, let's leave this kick here and let's go snare. And I would even leave this thing here, like I would not use this drum GAN. What does this resynth do? Okay, position is easy. This is just sample offset purity. Okay, so this is the noise part. And this is the tonal part. And this is in between. Yeah, let's make it a bit more noisy. And like this. And I'm gonna leave it here. I like it already, I have to tell you. The second of my snares. And there's something, not only this drum GAN thing, there's decompose. What's this? Nothing. Okay, pre-listen first, yeah. Okay, this is the noise part, this is the tonal part, but resynth does it already, and I had a feeling it did it better, so why should I? Okay, I'll simply apply. And he split it into 2 files on my timeline. So, and now I can reanalyze this one, I can decompose it further, or I can engage drumgen here to, yes, analyze this. Ooh, guys, really, I'm able to create countless drum samples. Next. Okay, resynth. I like this resynth thing. Okay. Ah, now decompose doesn't work. Analyze. Yes. And he already transformed it. And I'm gonna create a variation. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. The only thing I can hear is that everything that has been stereo goes mono. Hey guys, why don't you teach your machine creating stereo snares? It's nice for some genres to have a stereo snare. Of course I can add more layers, pan the layers, and I'm gonna have a stereo, but hey, maybe that should be your next step in version 2.0. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here and now I'm gonna go heads. Resynth again, I like this thing. Yeah, that's gonna work nice. Analyze. I'm gonna analyze this, and already it's different. And now I'm gonna pan these two left and right. Can I do it? Yes, I can. And that's how I got a stereo hat of some kind. And guys, it's official. Creating and selling samples makes no sense, at least for kick, snare, and hats. Because it's there. This machine has been listening to samples, countless samples, and it learned to synthesize all of them in like zillions of variants. And okay guys, anyway, I've got something, but I have to tell you that I still have to listen what Backbone did against what I did, and I'm not gonna feed my percussive sounds and my loop into Backbone because it's kick, snare, hi-hats. I don't need more of these, so I'm gonna leave the rest as I did it, and let's take a listen. Okay, so something happened to velocity. It did not recognize the velocity, that's for sure. The kick got crazy and kind of weak. I like the snare. Would I replace what I did with this? No, I would have to tweak it more and probably layer it more, like creating layers. That's why it's layered, because it's like its structure is like add up, add up, add up to create something really fat and present. I like snare most, and you know what? I'm gonna actually weaken this snare. I'll tell you why. I reworked my snare, as you could hear, and guys, now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add this all as a layer to what I originally created in battery, because that might be a cool use for Backbone. Yes! And it seems like a really good idea, like create drums somewhere else and squeeze more juice out of them, make them more present using Backbone. Of course, it would require still more sound design from me and stuff, but really this is promising. And this is something innovative, this is something crazy, and I can see AI, machine learning conquering more and more areas in our audio lives. Let's sum the things up. Yes, when an AI is not a bad robot that wants to take over the world like HAL or Skynet, it's really cool and it makes life easier. And it's the same with Backbone, I would say. The new module of this makes it like completely something new. Like, I don't care about pitch shifting, amp section and stuff. This is the real thing, the synthesis, resynthesis of your drums. This makes it a completely new tool, and well, you may say, hey, it sounds kind of weak, you still have to spend more time with it to get really something good sounding. Yes, of course you have to, because you're a human, so it's all still yours. But remember one thing, AIs, machine learning, are learning new things all the time, and they do it quickly. So I would expect that Backbone is going to be better, way better, even in version 2.0. And yes, I can recommend you this tool, and I'm surely gonna use it when producing my drums. Next time we're gonna add up bass or keys to my draft. We'll see. For now, take care, hope to see you soon, guys.